everybody, it's Nikki here. 안녕하세요, 저는 Nikki입니다. Welcome back to another Dramarama. And today I have for you a show called What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. And I know for a fact that some of our favorite idols are actually watching the show. So of course I had to go ahead and check it out. I want to say this is kind of just a summary of episode 1 through 6. I haven't been able to get through the whole series yet, or at least as much as there is available on Viki. Currently there are available 10 episodes with another one coming up today or tomorrow, but I will get more into why I haven't been able to finish it all a little later. So the story kind of takes place, of course, in Korea, where else? But it's Kim Mi-soo, who is the secretary of Lee Young-jun. And let's just say he's a very narcissistic and self-centered person. I am not very sure if it is because he's coming from a wealthy family or because he is the CEO of the company, but he is really arrogant and really self-centered.
눈부시지 않나?
햇빛이요?
아니, 나한테서 너는 오라!
He is not a very easy boss to please. So when she started 9 years ago, she was a very insecure person and did a lot of things wrong and had to learn how to tie his tie because he was just such a hard boss to please. He was really hard on her, but in the arrogant way, not in the yelling way. So she tried to be really up to the task and do things really well and learned kind of the way he ticks, so she could always be one step ahead of him. When something went wrong, she knew what to do and fix the issue right there and then without really much of thinking. She always had the backup plan, which was great because it catered very much to his personality. And he loved that about her, that she was always there. She always knew what to do. He didn't really have to speak. She could almost read his mind. But the way the story takes place is she decides that she quits. She wants to quit. And he's all upset about it, and he doesn't understand why. And he wants to give her more money, so she stays working there. And he just can't think of the reason why she wanted to leave the company and why she wanted to leave him. So then it kind of goes all about him trying to figure out why in the world would she want to leave. He's trying to bribe her with more money, with a lifetime job. But she's like, no, I'm still wanting to quit. So then his head goes all into the place of, she must be really in love with me. I should try to see if she's in love with me.
오빠 고마워. 오빠 역시 최고. 너무 예쁘다.
So he goes on about trying to get her to dates. Then he goes in a way really backdoorish kind of, where she answers like a question of blind dates and he gets a hold of it and does everything that's on that list for her, like going to an amusement park, watching fireworks. He arranges all of that, which then comes to point that he is actually developing feelings for her, which kind of takes him aback a little bit too. But she's also developing feelings, but then there's all these things that he's doing that don't make sense, or she doesn't understand why, or then his personality, his narcissistic personality comes back out, and she does not like that at all. But there's flashbacks to some things that happened in their past, and you can kind of see throughout the story that they share an event in the past, or at least that's what it seems like it. Lee Young-jun also has an older brother called Lee Sang-yeon, and he's actually a very famous author.
그냥 새 책 나와서 출판사 다녀오다가 생각나서 들렀지. 아 참, 신간 몇 권 받았는데 하나 줄까?
And Mi-soo kind of figures that out and is all excited about it. But he is actually in love with her. because again, they share a past event. They shared a past together, but she's not really aware of it. I think he's more aware of the whole situation than she is. And from then on, it becomes very much a battle between the two guys of who wins her heart. That's as far as I have gotten. She will kind of learn the past. In the last episode that I've watched now, she's kind of learning what is happening and puts one and one together and realizes who's who of the brothers. But now kind of to my opinion of it so far. In the first couple episodes, I was extremely excited about it because I've heard good things about it. And then, of course, Isles are watching it, so you kind of want to see what they're watching. And the first few episodes were really great, and I got really excited about it and really into it. But then it kind of slowed down and was really, you could really tell what's going to happen next. It was very predictable. You knew he was going to go and try to, make her really fall in love with him. And it's just like things that you could really expect. Like, he's going to be in front of her door, or he's going to wait downstairs in front of her window. That's why he's calling and whatnot. And that kind of put me off a little bit, and that's why I've been dragging very, very much to finish watching it. The introduction of his brother kind of sparked it again, where I'm like, okay, let me see where this is going. But then you can already see again that it's going the back and forth. You could tell a lot of drama has that in it, and I shouldn't expect any less of it. But I'm kind of worried right now that it will go back into the whole thing of, oh, yeah, this is going to happen next, and then they're going to go on that date. And this is happening, and I don't want that to be, because I kind of like the premise of it, that she's that secretary that he loves so much, and no other secretary is as good as she is, and I want her to be there. But that's not quite where this whole premise is going. There's more behind the scenes, and that past event absolutely plays a major role in the story, but I haven't really gotten to the fine details of why it is such an important event, or a horrible event actually. So I will definitely update you guys on how the story continues, because I will finish it. I'm not just going to drop it. So I will either come back with another video or actually blog post on my website, because my website has launched and you can find it at howyouheaven.com, and I will write more in-depth reviews on the website than in the video. So it's kind of walking alongside with this channel. And again, I hope you guys want to check out What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. And if you have, let me know what you have thought so far of the show. If there's any other shows you'd like me to see, feel free to comment down below. And of course, I read your comments. I always do. And also, again, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim is a Viki show, so you can find it on Viki.com. It's not on Netflix. I actually believe that it's a Viki original as well, but I'm not 100% sure right now. So definitely let me know what you think of What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, what other dramas I should look out for or keep in mind and review. And I hope you guys have had a great start into the week so far, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Annyeong.